Friends, Germans, citizens from all over, sisters and brothers, we once had a dream. It was a dream of what Europe could have been. It wasn't about a single market, it wasn't about a single currency, it wasn't about a common budget. We dreamt of Europe as a peace with justice project. But that dream has now evaporated. In the cold, hard light that we woke up, it has gone. 15 years ago, a banker's crisis led to austerity for the many and to a lot of money printing for the very few. It was the end of justice, and it was the beginning of the long winter of Europe, of Germany's long winter, of deindustrialization, of stagnation, of a vicious class war against the majority all over Europe. And then, before we knew it, fascism and war was in the air. To stop the victims of their austerity from challenging them, from questioning them, they terrorize you. You heard Mr. Pistorius, the German defense minister, saying that Putin is the new Hitler and that we, the peace activists, are Putin's useful idiots, Putin's appeasers. I have a question for Mr. Pistorius. I have a question for Mrs. von der Leyen. I have a question for Mr. Friedrich Merz. If Putin is the new Hitler, why are you not sending Allied troops to take Moscow, to drag Putin to a new Nuremberg trial, or at least to force him into a bunker so he can commit suicide? Don't you realize what cowards you are, sending weapons to Ukraine so that the exhausted Ukrainians take Moscow or even the Crimea? The truth is that our leaders don't think that Putin is Hitler. They have been doing wonderful business with him for decades. They didn't say one word when he killed 250,000 people in Chechnya. All they care about, what they are in the business of, is a never-ending, very profitable war for themselves. That's all they care about. Having failed to invest in technology, in the social infrastructure of this country, of Europe, Europe's ruling class is banking on guns and bombs and drones and iron domes, and they want to spend your money on them. This is the only thing they care about. And if that means that the endless killing, the endless deaths continue on the killing fields of Ukraine, they don't give a damn. Friends, Germans, fellow demonstrators, brothers and sisters, comrades, since we were here last year, there have been two major developments. One, the International Criminal Court has indicted Netanyahu and his former defense minister for genocide. And also the second development, Donald Trump returned to the White House, openly advocating the completion of the genocide of Palestinians. A journalist asked me the other day, why are you still talking about Palestine in Munich? Why this fixation with Palestine? For two reasons. If this was 1938 and today was the morning after Kristallnacht, we would only have one duty: to defend the Jewish people from the Nazi pogroms. Today we only have one duty: to defend the Palestinian people from Israel's genocide. But there is a second reason too, and I'll also will come to this later. And now I come to the other reason. The other reason is this: what started in Gaza does not stay in Gaza. The sheer brutality in Gaza cannot be contained there, especially when our leaders here in Europe give the green light to the supremacist settlers to commit genocide with our weapons, our bombs that we send to them, with our buildings sporting their flag, with their flag being projected on the European Union buildings in Brussels. Supremacist ideology gets reinforced in Germany, in France, in Belgium, in the Netherlands, in Italy, in Spain, in Greece. And you can see that in the polls. With the rise of fascism, you will see it next Sunday as a result of your general election here in the Federal Republic of Germany. 80 years after we defeated the Nazis, 80 years after the representatives of the peoples of the world gathered in the United Nations to proclaim never again, it is happening again. With the complicity and the blessings of our leaders. By allowing international law to die in Palestine, they've killed international law everywhere, in Germany as well. For international law to mean anything, it must be applying to everyone, because if it doesn't apply to everyone, it doesn't apply to anyone. This is why we're here in Munich today, to say never again anywhere. We are here to tell the fools in government, to tell those people who behave as if the horrors and the crimes of the Holocaust can be washed in rivers of Palestinian blood, to tell the fools in government who think that the authoritarianism of Putin can be stemmed by piles of dead bodies of more and more Ukrainians, to tell them that we are here to stop them, that we are here to seize the day, today, so that tomorrow we can dream again, a dream of a Europe as a peace project, a project for peace with justice. Carpe diem. No pasarán.